Hello, friends. I hope you can hear me. Well, I am live on my channel, and there is nobody yet here to listen to me. Zero audience. Sahil is here. Sahil Ibrahim. I think you can hear me. Sahil, you have come here with the. Yeah, Sahil, now you're on the stage as well. You can talk to us, talk to me, and the audience who will watch this later will listen to you. Sahil, can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
great.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I've been experimenting. I thought if I could just go live on YouTube directly, and we've just got some audience. One person has just come, so would love to hear who this is, uh, whoever this audience is. I don't know. I'm just trying. This is the first time I'm doing this, I guess, or maybe I did it a long time ago, and I've kind of forgotten how it works, Sahil. So other
Yes, sir.
people should be expected here. I have messaged in the group. Other people should join us. And
Oh, it means it is a live class, isn't it, sir?
yes, we are live, right? We are
Yeah,
studying
yeah, I
and we are
can see.
live simultaneously on YouTube. And let me just check if I can. How can I check it on YouTube? Because I'm using only one computer, one screen right now. So I wonder how I can go
So,
on my
do you want
YouTube
me to
and
check it, sir?
Uh, okay, I'll just go and check on my YouTube channel. Give me a second.
I
Your
also want to
channel.
check it, sir.
Okay, live, live, live. Yes, please check.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah, three people are watching right now, the intermediate class. Okay, that's great. We have just started, people. It's going to be a fun class. Okay, so whoever is here listening to us, be patient with us. Okay, this is going to help you learn some English for sure. Okay, and comments, yeah, I can see somebody saying hello. Ng macro ff, if you are one of my class students, mention your real name here. And if you are not my class student, okay, and still you want to tell me your real name, you're welcome. Okay, because I can see some name here, but this doesn't seem to be your real name. Ng macro ff, this is going great so far. Three people now. I think, Sahil, are you the one who's just come as an audience member? Because now there are three people watching, which is great. Okay. This is the first time I'm doing it. Most probably, if it works, if it goes smoothly, we'll do it every Sunday. Okay. So we are here to learn English, of course.
Yes, sir.
We
That
are
time
going.
I was there, sir. I was watching.
Okay, all right. Now I can see the number of the audience members is definitely going up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Neha Naz official. Neha is as well here. Hello, Neha. So you guys got the notification that I'm live, right? That's the biggest problem. YouTube doesn't really promote all the channels equally. It's a little biased. It promotes some channels more and some channels less. But this is not my concern right now. I just wanted to check how it works, this thing, and it's going great. Let me just message in the group that people should join. Mokarram has just put his homework here in the group. Come, people, come on. What are you doing?
And sir, when did you ask to do that homework, sir?
In my last class, actually. But doesn't matter. That's
I
all right.
wasn't.
We are going to, no problems.
Okay,
You were
sir. I
you're
wasn't
not
there
there.
that day, so that's why I
Yeah,
couldn't complete my
yeah,
homework.
that's totally okay. Neha, how do I send you the? Mukarram has just joined. Let me add him to the stage as well. Hey, Mukarram,
Hello, sir.
how are you doing, Mukarram?
Yeah, great, sir. I thought it's a holiday today. That
Yeah, oh, our class is only twice a week, you see, so I didn't want to have it off today. However,
and I
on
went
Wednesday
out
I
with my
couldn't teach.
friend, and then I came back.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. All right, waiting for Pankuri and some more students to join. Uh, Ziddhi Sneha. Okay, great, Sneha. Okay, Sneha. Good to have you here. So that's lovely. Shall we start our lesson?
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, guys. You guys, when you're not talking, you can mute yourselves so that your surrounding noise doesn't really disturb. Yeah, that's great. Okay, when you want to speak, you guys can just unmute yourselves and speak. Okay, let's see if I can present my screen. I'm going to share my screen, guys. Um, Windows, yeah, great. So now you can see a screen in front of you, and you can see some photos. There are two ladies in the first photo. Who do you think they are? What's their relationship, in your opinion? Looking at their age, what do you think? There is a lady with dark hair, and there is another with golden hair. Looks like a mother and daughter. I don't know if you can hear me because I am.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
can
can
hear
still hear
you.
me. You can still hear me. All right. Yeah, this StreamYard suggested that it would be better if I, hello Ramesh, hello Tawheed. StreamYard suggested that it would be the best if I have two screens, but I didn't know that, so I'm just managing it with one screen right now. So right now, what do you see? The same screen on your screen or something different? The same views?
The same way, sir.
Okay, all right, fine.
Most of the my screen are is visually is the book and
Uh-huh. And you are in the
another.
corner, on the side,
Yeah,
one side.
yeah, on the
Okay.
left side, sir.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay. We are doing it for the first time, so it's quite new for us. Everything is new.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if I have to scroll the screen down, look at the second picture. There is a little kid. I think he's probably with his
His,
grandfather. What
yeah,
do you guys
grandfather. Yeah,
think?
grandfather.
Yeah. And they seem to be in the US because we can see the Statue of
Statue of
Liberty
Liberty. Yeah,
in the
US.
background. And now we see another photo. There are two women, and
And
women, yeah, seem to be women nowadays. It's pretty confusing, to know
yeah,
whether you're looking at a woman or a man. But they seem to be very much the same age. They're both
yeah.
young.
I
Uh,
think they are sisters.
Perhaps they're sisters. And then there is another photo. There is a young man with a baby lying on his chest. This is how I used to have my nephew, on my chest, on my stomach, Yeah, looks like a father and his child. Don't know, a boy or a girl. And here we see
Maybe.
another pair of a father and a son, but this time the
Yeah,
son
fun.
is a grown-up one.
And
He
grown
is
up
taking
boy.
some
Yeah.
selfies with his dad. Okay, this exercise is about your closest relative. Discuss the statements in small groups, which we did in our last class. We discussed all these things. Are they true for your family? If there were more people here in the class, I would ask them for their opinion. But because there is only Sahil, let's just talk to him a little bit. Sahil, is it true for your family that mothers feel closer to their sons? There is a thing people believe that mothers feel closer to their sons. Do you see this true in your family? Mothers feel closer to their sons?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah? Mothers feel
Yeah,
closer to
my
their
mother
sons?
always can say anything that she wants to say to me.
Uh-huh. And the second
Yeah,
thing, the second thing
we are
is,
very open-minded with each other.
uh-huh, uh-huh, they're close to each other, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
they
we are very close to each
share
other.
more
She
with each
shares
other.
every her problem with me, and
Uh-huh.
if I can do anything with that, so I do. So she shares every problem with me,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
actually there, um, you know, it was only two or
Sahil,
three
are you
days
are you
ago.
using an external microphone?
No, sir, I'm not using any external mic. I'm
Okay.
directly talking to you.
Mukarram, is your mic unmuted right now while Sahil was speaking? Okay, go on, Sahil.
Yeah, so I was
And
saying that
there is another statement. Fathers feel closer to their daughters.
mm,
Do you
I
have
can't say anything to it, sir, because I don't have this kind of experience, sir. So I'm
a
sorry,
sister?
sir. But I'm very close to my father. But I can't say if it comes to daughter.
You don't have any sisters? Do you have sisters?
Yes, yes, I have got a sister.
So, do you think your papa feels especially close to your sister?
Yes, he should, but what would I say? That I can't say anything there. Yeah,
In my
actually, she's her, she is his daughter, so she can share her problem with him. Why not?
okay,
But I don't have any,
you're a little confused about what's written here. Fathers feel closer to
Yes,
their daughters.
no, no, yeah, I can see, sir. I'm getting that what is written here, but
Maybe it is not true. You can say it is not true in my family. You could say it is not true in
yeah,
my. What
sir,
do you think?
I can't say anything when it comes to daughter or father, sir. That's why I haven't been this kind of experience.
Okay,
That's why.
I've been a brother, and I've always noticed my father was
Yes.
always closer to my daughter. He cared about my sister, sorry, my sister, his daughter. He cared about my sister more, always, and I felt jealous. I didn't understand why he always supported my sister more. So I could say that this was definitely true for my family. Do you remember anything like that where you did something right, your sister was wrong, and still your father supported your sister, not you?
Yes, sir.
Now,
It happened so many times.
so you could say that papas feel closer to their daughters, they love their daughters a little more. The
Yes, I
firstborn,
could say.
okay, look at the other statements here. Look at the other statements here. What do you think about them?
Actually, sir, I can't read the text properly because can't we have option to rotate it, sir?
Okay, I can read it for you. The first child
Oh,
is ambitious, responsible, dominant, and insecure. The first child is ambitious. The firstborn child is ambitious, responsible, dominant, and insecure. Is this true in your family? The firstborn child is this way: ambitious, responsible, dominant, and insecure.
responsible.
Who is the firstborn child? Is Shahid Afridi the firstborn child, your
Yes,
brother?
yes, sir.
What do
He
you think
yes, he
about
is
him?
the
Do you
one.
think he's ambitious and responsible, dominant and insecure?
No, sir. He started taking his responsibility, but he was
Hmm.
very careless earlier. But now
Hmm.
he has learned
Hmm.
how to take good care of our family. So he
Hmm.
decided to leave the village and he left as he decided.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, he left the country as well.
Great. The second born
Yes.
child or the second child is free, independent, creative, and easygoing.
I am the second, but I'm not very. Uh, I'm not very easygoing person. I'm not very free. Actually, I have a lot of problem in my life, and I always want to take my responsibility. That Afridi actually wasn't taking his responsibility. He didn't understand, so everybody forced him, and I also forced him. So he took.
Hmm.
But I'm not very careless student or careless son. I always want
Okay.
to take my responsibility, which my
Well, we
father.
have Khushi here with us. Hello, Khushi. Are you
Hello,
here with
sir.
us? Yeah, good. Kushi, if you can be on camera, all right. And we are discussing some statements written here. The firstborn child is ambitious, responsible, dominant, and insecure about the personalities of members in the family. What do you think about your family? Do you think this is true? Mothers feel closer to their sons, fathers feel closer to their daughters. Read the statements here. The last born child is the baby, spoiled, happy, confident, and secure. We are live, NG
Yes.
Macro. We are live. I hope you can hear us. Do you want to be part of this class? If you want to be a part of this class, if you want to join me, then say yes. I want to join. Okay, then I'll share with you the link and you can join us. Yeah, go on, Kushi.
Which part you are discussing right now?
We are discussing these statements here.
Which one, like last born child or about mother?
You can go through them all and tell me which one do you think is true in your family.
Okay. All are true in my family.
Are you the firstborn child of your parents? Okay, there's
No.
she. Yeah, I'm sorry, there was some network glitch maybe. For a second, there was a problem. I couldn't hear you, Kushi. Are you the firstborn child in your family?
No. No, sir.
You're not. So the
No.
firstborn child is ambitious, responsible, dominant, and insecure. Do you think
Yeah.
is that's true?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's it.
So these statements have been, yeah, these statements have been found to be true in most cases. That's why these are written here. There is a psychological, reason why this is the way it is. Okay, why certain children are certain in a way. The second child is free, independent, creative, and easygoing. Are you the second child?
Yes.
So, are you easygoing? Are you independent? Are you creative? Are you free?
Yes, I am. But I have pressure like your sister is doing good. You have to.
Yeah, when your elder brother or sister does great, then you always have that pressure, no doubt. Okay.
Yeah.
The last born child is the baby, spoiled, happy, confident, and secure.
Yeah, it's
Sahil,
true.
that's true. So you find all these things true in your family. Okay. Sahil, do you want to add something? Mukarram?
Yes, sir. When
And
it comes to
contribute.
spoiled, in my
Good
family, the last
Welcome,
one
afternoon.
child.
Pankari.
Hello,
So I
am I
just
audible,
saw
sir?
your messages and I saw you made a group and I was like, okay, we have class going on.
Yes, absolutely. So,
And so this website stream yet from now on our classes will be on this on the
because
Facebook
this is a
group.
weekly class, I thought, why not? Let's give something to our YouTube family.
Okay.
Something to be part of. If anybody watching us, listening to us, wants to join us here, just let me know, and I will share with you the link to join us. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I think now we can move on to exercise 2, where we are going to listen to 4 people talking about who they feel closer to in their family. And we will complete the chart with the relationship and then ticks and crosses. So let's listen to them. I wonder if I play the audio, you guys will be able to hear the audio or not. Let me try, okay? This is 1.9. Could you hear? 1.9. Could you hear that?
No,
You couldn't.
No.
no,
All
sir.
right.
We can hear that.
Okay. Perhaps I have to share this screen. I don't know. Let's see.
So, there is a present icon.
Uh huh.
Go there. There is option share screen,
A video file. I have to
slides.
present.
We
Okay, a
have
video.
yes, sir. There is a two option,
Hmm.
slides and video file. But we don't have
Right.
audio. Mm,
So, which one do I share?
mm,
I am presenting share screen. Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share screen checkbox on the next window. Follow these steps to share a video with audio. Okay, fine. Some screens do let you share audio. Let's see which screens. Select read window, entire screen, Chrome tab, window. Uh-huh. To share audio, share a tab or a screen instead. Okay. Then it should allow me to share the audio as well because it says to share audio, share a tab or screen instead. So let's see. Entire screen, but if I share entire screen, there will be a problem. I know for sure. Okay. Audio, also share the audio. Yes. Can you hear anything, guys? Can you hear anything
No,
No,
sir.
sir, no, we can't hear anything.
now?
No.
No,
No? No?
nothing, sir, nothing, not at all.
Okay, you can't hear this.
Mm.
Uh, Invite stop cam, appearance, audio, default, speaker. Okay. Echo cancellation, reduce my background noise. Stereo audio, echo cancellation must be off. Okay, automatically adjust mic volume. All these things are great. But the problem is when I'm presenting my screen here, then I'm unable to share video file. Um, let's see if I can do this, but this is not a video file. Uh-huh. No. This was something I wasn't really prepared for. Sharing screen I knew would work, but why am I not able to share my audio? So I cannot just play an audio file here. That's the problem.
Sir, if you could share your Telegram channel, then you will play from there.
Telegram channel,
Yeah.
but I do not see the option to share my Telegram channel. I can see three options: Zoom Workplace, Intermediate Book, which I was sharing earlier, and the StreamYard. Okay, if I share my
Zoom work
StreamYard,
class.
yeah, that I can share. But if I share that, I'll have to play the audio there. It's gonna be quite complicated
And I think we have to be there to.
to listen to it. No, 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 I don't think so. Share a tab or a screen. Chrome tab. English with Vinay and channel dashboard. Select a tab to share. Also share tab audio. Mm, that's the problem. It has to be on a tab. Then I can share the audio. Um, how do I play this? Just give me a second. Maybe I can work it out. Give me a second. I think I can do it. It will take just a minute. File upload, and this file is wrong here. Yeah, it will work. Just give me a second. I've figured out how it will work. Yeah, great. So now I'm gonna. Can you hear anything? Can you hear anything?
No, sir, no.
Now you
Is
can hear.
my sister Charlotte.
Now you can hear,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, no, yeah, now we can hear you.
Point 9.
Hmm.
My closest relative. Tess.
I
So please mute yourself so that you could hear the audio very clearly without any disturbances.
think the person that I'm probably closest to.
Okay, why did she put the word probably there? I think the person I'm probably closest to.
1.9. My closest relative. Tess.
I think the person that I'm probably closest to.
I think the person I'm probably closest to. Why did she put the word probably there in this
Because she is
sentence?
not sure.
Just
Yeah,
No.
sure.
No,
yeah,
no, no,
whether
no, no, no,
Like,
no, 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 no. She wants to sound that way. Okay. Sometimes what happens, things are like, subjective. You think a lot about them. It's not about not being sure. She's, of course, choosing one person. Okay. Okay. I can hear some noises. Could you please mute your mic? Yeah, especially if there is you're in a very noisy surrounding. Okay. Now, as I was saying, she uses the word probably there just to sound a little less direct, okay? And this is necessary. This is called communication skill. In certain contexts, you don't want to sound very direct, very assertive. In other contexts, you want to sound more assertive. So here, because the rest of your family members are also close to you, so that's why, I'm probably closest to
Who is my sister, Charlotte,
is my sister, Charlotte,
or Charlie, as everyone calls her.
or Charlie, as everyone calls her. In English, there is a tendency of, making the words shorter, so that they can sound more affectionate. So Charlotte is her name, but they call her Charlie. Okay, but have you ever thought about why there is a word daddy? Actually, the
No,
word is
never saw
dad. Okay, the
that.
word
Yeah.
is dad. Okay, but they just use that y to make it sound more affectionate. Daddy shows more love and affection than dad. Okay, dad doesn't have so much of love in the word compared to daddy. And there are so many such words, mommy instead of mom.
Mama,
some
mommy,
people
even
some people have names like Jonathan, and people call them Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah.
Okay. So it is very common in English that they add sometimes a sound, sometimes they reduce the word to make it sound more affectionate, endearing.
We're very different. She drives me crazy sometimes.
She drives me crazy sometimes. So this is an idiom, right? She drives me crazy. When you have a group of words which make some sense together, but that meaning is not clear from the words themselves, then they are called idioms. She drives me crazy. You know the word drive, right? You drive a car, you drive a train, you drive a vehicle, but she drives me crazy. So she drives me crazy. Does she go literally crazy? You say this to someone who makes you react strongly, right? Sometimes your mom is asking you to turn off the TV, but you're not listening to her, and then she starts shouting at you, and she says, "You drive me crazy." So I hope you understand the expression. She drives me crazy.
And we have terrible rows.
And we have terrible rows. Now, another thing in English, you know, she has, we have terrible rows, 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 rows. Now, remember, ROW is pronounced row when you're talking about Qatar. You know the word row as Qatar. But the same word ROW is pronounced row, and it means a fight. We have terrible rows. Now you can imagine two sisters. She's saying that I'm closest to my sister. And then she's saying, sometimes she drives me crazy. We have terrible rows. Now you can understand what's going on here, okay? Use your worldly knowledge to understand what she means. Now, sometimes you have a row with somebody and you hate that person. You don't want to talk to them again. But in this case, she's saying her sister is the closest person to her in her family, in her entire family. And still she says that we have terrible rows. So they fight a lot. Now think of somebody in your family you quarrel a lot with, and still that person is someone you really care about. And that's what makes family, I guess. That's pretty
Yeah, my
common.
brother. Yeah, my
Yeah,
brother.
all the time.
Yeah.
Let's continue. So have a row with somebody to have a fight with someone, okay? To have a row.
But I know we'll always be there for each other in the end.
But I know we'll always be there for each other in the end, okay? But I know we'll always be there for each other in the end. Lovely expression again. We will always be there for each other. In English, we say, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I know you'll be there for me. Now you can't translate these things literally. And tell me, how many of you here understand this phrase pretty well, that I'll be there for you? You can count on me. I'll be there for you, right? It means I will always be there to support
Whenever
you,
you
to
need
help you,
sleep. Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
I know we will always be there for each other in the end. Now, a lot of times, those people who do not learn English the right way, they often find these things very confusing in the end. Okay, what does she mean? We will always be there for each other in the end, no matter how many rows we have, no matter how we fight with each other, but we will still care about each other. That is what she wants to say. We'll still care about each other. Somebody is saying, sir, elementary class bhi live kariye kabhi. Okay, elementary class bhi live kariye kabhi. Okay, elementary class. Maybe we will try this someday, maybe. Okay. Um, the worst thing about this YouTube live thing, you just do not know the person you're talking to because their names are different. Software King saying good evening, thank you, good evening. But I know some of the people here because their real names are here, Tawheed and all. But I do not know a lot of people because their real names are not reflecting. Anyways, so have a row means to have a fight, to have an argument, right? And I'll be there for you. We will be there for each other in the end. No matter how badly we fight, we will be there for each other in the end. In the end. Okay, let's see. In the end is a complete expression, my dear students. Okay, and in the end means eventually. But at the end is not complete. You normally say at the end of something. At the end of the class, I will share my contact details with you guys like this. At the end of the movie, they show the names of the people who contributed to the film, those who played some important roles. They show their names at the end of the movie. So at the end is never complete. At the end is incomplete. You have to add at the end of something. In the end is complete. Is that clear? So when you want to say किसी चीज के अंत में, then you always say at the end of something. Okay, at the end of the day, at the end of the night, at the end of the class, at the end of the movie, okay, at the end of the match. Okay, so at the end of something, at the end is always incomplete. You need to add of something, but in the end is a complete expression. You don't need to add anything. In the end means eventually. Okay. She first refused to go, but she agreed in the end. Okay? She first refused to go with me, but she agreed in the end. पहले तो वो जाने से मना कर दी, लेकिन फिर आखिर में मान गई. तो आखिर में मान गई. बस she agreed in the end. Okay? So in the end is a complete expression. You don't need to add anything more. Okay, moving on.
One thing I love about her is her sunny personality.
One thing I love about her is her sunny personality. Okay. One thing I love about her is her sunny personality. Now, you guys were familiar with the use of sunny to describe the weather, a sunny day, right? Sunny weather. But here, sunny personality. Now, can you relate when it is a sunny day and when somebody has a sunny personality? Can you see the relation? What kind of person will be called a sunny person? His sunny
Handsome.
personality, her sunny personality. Yep, go on.
Cheerful, positive, cheerful
Cheerful,
person.
positive, sunny personality. Now, this is one of the reasons why we should be listening to native speakers of English, especially the educated ones. The educated native speakers of English help us understand how a word can be used in different contexts. Tell me, was it possible for you and me to ever use sunny to describe a personality type? Because all our teachers only taught us sunny day, right? Sunny weather. Now we are saying sunny personality.
So we also have bubbly personality, like she's so
Bubbly, yes,
bubbly
exactly,
or jolly.
exactly,
So it's
exactly.
similar.
So I want to tell you is have resources which are so authentic that you don't have to double check what you hear. You know what I mean? Just have your resources so authentic that you don't have to double check what you listen to, what you learn from those resources. You can just take them on face value. That's the best thing. And that's why I ask people to listen to podcasts, listen to, talk shows where there are educated people talking to each other. Okay, whatever they say will be considered correct, may not be grammatically correct all the time. Okay, when you have to analyze a few things, I'm going to make a video about this. This has been on my mind. Like, people say he don't is grammatically wrong. Okay, he don't is grammatically wrong, he doesn't is grammatically right. So they think everything is determined by rules. Rules determine everything. What are rules? I can still hear some noises coming from Pankri side. Okay, Pankri, you're on the road side. Huh? Now the road is wider. I think there are more cars running on the road, right? Okay, going past your
Yes,
house.
actually.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Why is it taking so long to play?
She's so sociable, not shy like.
She's so sociable. Okay, society, sociable, sociable. Okay, she's so sociable. So, someone who likes being with people, it's a nice adjective. Basically, the purpose of this exercise is to teach you a lot of personality types, a lot of adjectives to describe people's personality. She's so sociable. Okay, now somebody who is sociable doesn't feel hesitant, doesn't feel down on confidence meeting people, talking to them, going to parties. They are sociable people. I think, Pankri, you're very sociable, in my opinion. The way you interact with people. But what about the rest of you guys? What's your own opinion of yourselves? Do you think you are very sociable?
So, not always actually.
Hmm. You're not always very sociable.
Yeah, like it
Mm-hmm.
depends on the place, on the person whom I'm meeting
Mm.
with.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
parents thought that
punctuation.
I was more sociable than my brother. They thought so. Okay. They used to ask my brother to be more confident, to go and
And
talk to
you always
people.
doubted yourself.
So, what about you, Mukarram? Do you think you're very sociable? I think you are.
Yeah, it depends, sir. Who am I
Right.
with? Yeah, it depends.
Yeah. Well,
I have a two types of personality. I can
mm-hmm,
open with and I can keep quiet for a
mm-hmm,
very long
mm-hmm.
time. Yeah, it
The
depends.
introverted Mukarram comes out at times, and the extroverted Mukarram comes
It's
out
like
at times.
ambivert,
And when
Yes.
it comes to extroverted Mukarram, that's a horrific, sir. I don't know what will come. That's horrific. People get
Only around your
shocked.
friends, I guess.
Yeah, only around the friends. Yeah, they say,
Okay.
"Oh, that's a personality. I thought you were so sweet and gentle." And
I
then,
guess we all are ambivert in some ways, right,
yeah, in some ways,
Pankri?
ambivert. Yep.
yeah.
Okay, Sahil and Kushi, you want to add something? What? How do you see your personality? Do you consider yourself sociable, Kushi? Sahil?
Yes, I think I am.
Yes, you are.
I think I
Okay.
don't hesitate when I talk with someone to whom I know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we have known each other for very little time, but the way you talk to me, I feel like, oh, you've known me for such a long time. You're so relaxed, so comfortable the way you talk, and I admire that. Sahil,
Yes, sir, I am also.
you're also very sociable, right? I hope everybody understand the word sociable comes from the word society as well. Okay, the root is the same. So, sociable people don't mind being around people, being with people. So, sociable people are usually extroverted.
Me. She's always cheerful and full of fun.
She's always cheerful, full of fun, full of fun. Okay. Again, when somebody wants to learn spoken English, they don't have to just worry about the correction in their language. They have so many other headaches as well. For example, pronunciation, intonation, all these things. Full of fun. Not the way most of us will speak when we are starting to learn English. Okay, we will separate all those words. Full of fun. This is how we will say it. But actually, when you go, improve, then it will sound like full of fun, like one word, full of fun. Okay, she's so cheerful, full of fun.
People love her. They always want to be her friend.
People love her. They always want to be her friend. Her friend.
Me? I'm just her boring baby sister.
I'm just her boring baby sister. I'm just her boring baby sister.
But perhaps what I like best about her is the way she's so honest about herself.
But the best thing I like about her, the best thing I like about her is the way she's honest about herself. She's honest about herself. Now, that's a quality that is very rare nowadays. Most of us do not want to be very honest about ourselves. We choose not to be honest about ourselves. It's not that we can't be, we choose not to be honest about ourselves somehow. This is pretty, interesting. Maybe we all fear so much of judgment that we decide not to open up to others. Now, but there are some people we all are very, very close to, and in front of them, we are just ourselves. We are just ourselves. Okay, जैसे हम होते हैं वैसे रहते हैं उनके सामने. I am myself with you. What I like about you is I can be myself with you. Okay, so I can be myself means what? I can be the way I am. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to put on a different personality. I don't have to show something that is not true about me. So she's saying, what I like best about my sister is that she's so honest about herself. Okay.
She says her big problem is that she can't sit still.
She says that her big problem is she can't stay still. Okay, she can't sit still, she can't stay still. Some people have this personality. They find it very difficult to be at one place, to sit still. They'll always be doing something. What adjective do we use for them? Some people who can't just sit still, they have to, sometimes they'll touch their nose, sometimes they'll touch their head, sometimes they'll touch their hand. So they'll be doing something, okay? They can't just sit
Impatient.
still. Yeah, right? There is a particular word, fidgety. Yeah, there is an adjective,
Fidget.
fidgety. Yeah, fidgety. You know, have you seen that ring that people keep moving? Fidget
Fidget
ring?
spinner.
Yeah,
Yeah, fidget
yeah, fidget
spinner.
spinner.
Yeah,
Yeah, fidget
fidget
spin, right?
spin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So the word adjective is fidgety, okay? So some people are very fidgety. Okay, maybe she is one of them.
Sir, are you using F or V? I'm confused in your voice.
Uh-huh, good question. Fidgety?
F, fidgety.
Yes. Yeah, fidgety. Yeah. Okay, fidgety. And it's not fidgety, it is fidgety. Okay. What is the spelling? The spelling is, I think, interesting.
G
Fidg.
I.
No,
Okay.
there is a D, I think. Fidget, fidget. And then you add Y, fidgety. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
She says she'd like to be like me.
She says she'd like to be like me. Okay, that's interesting. She says she'd like to be like me. She wants. We know that she wants can be expressed with she'd like, she would like. People do not say would, okay? They simply use the apostrophe D. She'd like, she would like, okay? So she says she'd like to be like me. Okay, very interesting.
And be happy just sitting reading or watching a film.
Be happy just sitting or reading or watching a film,
Just relaxing,
just
really.
relaxing.
I'm good at that.
She's good at that. One more time, good at something, not good in something. Okay, I'm good at that. The younger sister, is good at just reading, watching a movie, lying still. The older sister has so much energy, she finds it a bit difficult to sit still. She's very sociable, cheerful, and all that. Okay. I hope while you're listening to this girl, you have some image in your mind because of the way she's talking, because of the words she's using. You have a person in your mind. This is the whole point. This is the whole purpose. Okay. If you're listening to her and you are unable to think of a person who fits in that frame, then you're not really getting everything she's saying.
Simon,
Okay, so this girl is done. Now we have the exercises here. Take a look at the exercises, people. One person has completed. Let's talk about it. What she said here. Share the screen and the exercises here. All right. So she was Tess, and she says that she feels closest to her sister, her older sister or her younger sister, people.
Our older sister.
Her older sister, right? And she is like Tess, the older sister? No,
No.
cross. She's not like her. The elder sister is bubbly, cheerful. She has a sunny personality. She loves
Yeah.
meeting people. People want to be her friend, and people want to be her friends. And then next line, we have common interests. They have common interest, guys. Do they have common
No.
interest? No,
No. No, they
no.
No.
don't.
The younger sister, Tess, she likes reading books, watching movies. She's just, and the elder sister says she wants to be like that. Okay. This person gets on well with people.
No, she does
Tesh.
not.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
She.
Okay. It is not about Tess. It is not about Tess. It is about Tess's sister.
Oh
So her
yeah.
sister gets on well with people, right?
Yeah. She is good at that.
People want to be her friends.
Yeah.
And is
People
the
want.
relationship always good?
No.
No, they fight sometimes.
They have terrible
They have
rows. They
raw,
fight. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a
Use the
terrible
expression.
cause.
They have terrible rows. Now we are moving on to the second person, Simon.
Time.
For that, what do I need to do? I need to, what do I need to do if I want? Oh, okay. Mm, yeah. See if you can hear the audio. It's not playing yet. It's not. In my family, did you hear that? The audio saying that?
No.
Okay. So it means I'll have to share that particular tab again.
Yeah.
Uh, Share screen and share a tab. Okay. Yes.
I think I'm closest to my granddad.
I think
My dad,
I'm closest to my granddad. I think in my family I'm closest to my granddad.
I don't really get on with.
My dad, I really don't get on with.
We don't really see eye to eye about.
We don't really see eye to eye. We don't really see eye to eye. So when you see eye to eye with somebody, or when two people see eye to eye, they have agreements. They agree with each other. But if two people don't see eye to eye, they have disagreements. So I do not see eye to eye with my brother on political matters, on political topics. I don't see eye to eye with my brother. My brother's political opinion is different from mine. Okay. So we don't see eye to eye like that. Okay. The Congress and the BJP don't see eye to eye on their foreign policies. Okay, I'm just making a statement. I know they don't see eye to eye on many issues. Okay, they don't agree with each other on many issues. So if two people see eye to eye, then they agree with each other. And if they don't see eye to eye, they don't agree with each other. It's a nice idiom to talk about disagreement and agreement. I don't see eye to eye with her, or we don't see eye to eye. Okay. So this guy, what's his name? Simon. Simon doesn't see eye
Simon.
to eye with his dad. Okay. Simon doesn't see eye to eye with his dad. So the preposition I'm using is with his dad. Okay.
Anything. But
About
fortunately,
anything, about anything. They don't see eye to eye about anything. They don't see eye to eye about anything. Means they don't agree about anything. They have very different opinions, personalities.
he's away on business most of the time.
He's away on business most of the time. Okay, mute yourself, mute yourselves. I can hear some noises. He's away on business most of the time. He's away on business. Easy sentence, guys. He's away on business most of the time.
Yes, sir.
No problems, okay? If you feel anything is difficult, confusing, feel free to unmute yourself and ask me, okay?
I think he'd like me better if I was good at sports.
I think he would like me better if I was good at sports. Now, see what he's saying. Son is saying that my father would like me better. My father would like me more if I were. In casually, you can say if I was as well, but in exams, you must use if I were, okay?
If I were,
So, yeah, if I were. So he says, my father would like me better if I were good at sports, you know. So clearly, Simon is not good at sports, right? And his dad is not very happy about it. There are some fathers who want to see a manly, son, a son who is good at sports and is, more masculine. They have their preferences. I don't know, but I don't really think it is right for any parent to like their children less because their children are born with a different personality. I mean, come on. He's your son after all. She's your daughter after all. So what if the personality is not the same? But humans are not perfect creatures. So we have this. I mean, sometimes I want to see my daughter a bit more confident. I often tell my daughter about Pankuri. Pankuri, I tell her, but again, she says, but she's older than me. I say, yeah, she is. Maybe you will be like that when you're older. I often ask her to,
She'll better than me, of course. She'll better
yeah,
than me in every aspect.
yeah, exactly. So, Khushi and Sahil, you guys pulled yourself off stage. Do you want me to add you? Because you will not be able to talk if you're not on stage. Okay. I don't know how it happened. Okay. So, yeah, we don't see eye to eye about anything, the son said. And he also said that I think my dad would like me better if I were good at sports. Okay. So he's not. And
Football or rugby or something.
football, rugby, or something. Okay, his father wanted a son who could play games of this kind, rugby, football. Now, see, he's talking about games where you need to be strong and
yeah,
physically acrobatic and all that, right? And like an athlete.
Any sport, but I'm not.
But I'm not.
What I like about Grandad is that we have the same interests.
What I like about my granddad is that we have the same interests. What I like about my granddad is that we have the same interests. Now, this sentence can be said in a very simple way. I and my granddad have the same interest. But he says, what I like about my granddad is we have the same interests.
We both love wildlife.
We both love wildlife, okay?
Nature, plants,
Nature,
and animals
plants.
and things.
So the son is more sensitive, right? He is more into nature, wildlife, planting, gardening, and stuff like that. And his father wanted a son who could just enjoy, sports and stuff like that. Maybe drinking a glass of beer with his father. Okay, I can understand why he's disappointed, maybe a little bit.
We often go walking together in the countryside.
We often go walking, in the countryside. Okay.
And sometimes in my school holidays, we go camping.
Okay.
I love that. Even in the rain.
Even in the rain. They go camping, even in the rain. Go camping. Nice expression. Some free time activities. Go camping. We go camping, even in the rain.
I think emotionally, I'm closer to him than I am to both my parents.
Emotionally, he's closer to him, means his granddad, than both his parents. Okay, he's more, close. He's closer. Closer is a comparative adjective. He's closer to his granddad than both his parents. He's not that close to his mom. He's not that close to his dad. He's closer to his granddad. Closer. Closer is an adjective, comparative adjective. You use it to compare. So he's comparing his closeness to his parents, his mom and dad, and his closeness to his granddad. And he realizes that he's closer to his granddad than both his parents. Okay.
You see, my mum also has a high-powered job, and she travels a lot.
My mom also has a high power job and she travels a lot.
I'm an only child, so
I'm an only child. A high power job, I hope you understand, guys. Even though you haven't heard it before, but you can easily make a guess what a high power job might mean. A high power job must be a job where her decision can impact a lot of people, right? She holds a lot of
Yeah.
power, right? Like CEO or something. Okay, a high power job.
Mm, yeah, CEO.
Okay.
I think I'd be lonely without my granddad.
I think I'd be lonely. I'd be lonely. I would be lonely. Now,
Yeah,
he's
I
not
agree.
without his granddad, right? But he's saying, if I were without my granddad, I'd be lonely. I'd be lonely without my granddad. I think I'd be lonely without my granddad. Saurabh is messaging, I can't join. Sometimes I'm at the railway station. Got it. Okay. Sometimes I can't join, can be like, you want to join, but you can't join, or you can't join because you're busy. English sometimes can be a bit confusing, guys. I can't
Yeah,
join. If you leave it there, I can't join, then we don't know whether you want to join, but you can't join, you're having troubles, or you can't join because you're just too busy, you've decided not to join, and you're apologizing, sorry, can't join. So you need to add something, right? I'm sorry, I can't join. Okay, that clearly means that you have problems, you have got some work to do or something, and you don't want to. Okay,
so he sent proof as well.
come again.
So he sends a video, a shorts video in the group.
He didn't have to. He didn't have to. Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
I love him.
I love
My,
him.
my friends love him too.
My friends
He's
love him
always
too.
so interested in what they're doing.
Oh, he's always so interested in what we are doing. His granddad is always interested in what he's doing and his friends are doing. Great.
He's young at heart, my granddad.
He's young at heart, my granddad. This line is amazing. Listen to this line. He's
In
young
my
at
school holidays, we go camping. I love that. Even in the rain. I think emotionally, I'm closer to him than I am to both my parents. You see, my mum also has a high-powered job, and she travels a lot. I'm an only child, so I think I'd be lonely without my granddad. I love him. My friends love him too. He's always so interested in what they're doing. He's young at heart, my granddad.
He's young at heart, my granddad. He's young at heart, my granddad. Now, this lesson, this statement, he's young at heart, comma, my granddad. We are going to talk about it. In the box, we have a spoken English box. After we finish the audio, we'll talk about this sentence there, okay? Spoken English. This is particularly used in spoken English. You use a pronoun first, a noun later. He is young at heart, my granddad. Okay, this sentence is not something you could have studied in grammar, because this is not used in written English at all. It is only used in spoken English. You will hear uh, sports commentators using this kind of sentence very often. I heard a lot of times a sentence like this. So he's an amazing player, Virendra Sehwag, like this. Okay, he's young at heart, my granddad. I'll talk more about it when I finish the audio, okay?
Ellie,
So Simon is done. We're done, and we are going to talk about um, the question answers here. Let's see. Okay, we are talking about Simon. Simon feels closest to his granddad. Everybody.
yeah,
And are they? Is he like Simon? Yes, they have common interests, right?
yeah,
What common
yeah.
interest do they have?
They like going
Going
camping,
for walks, going camping.
walk. Yeah,
They
love
they like
nature,
being
take
close to
care of plants.
nature. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Sensitive people. And gets on well with people. His granddad.
yeah.
Yeah, he gets really
He,
like he gets really
he's
well
very
with
interested in what the
Simon's
young boys are
friends.
doing. He's young at heart himself.
Yeah, yeah, he's young at heart.
Mm. And is the relationship always good between Simon and his granddad?
Yeah, it is.
Yep, yep, yep. He said he'd be
Yeah,
lonely without him.
yeah, he'd be
He
lonely
didn't say
without
anything that would tell us that perhaps they have some fights or
ups
arguments.
and
No,
downs. Yeah.
he doesn't get on with his dad, and they don't see eye to eye about anything. They have very different personalities. His dad wanted a son who was more sporty.
So,
Okay, so I'm going to again now the third person. The third person is Ellie.
early.
I will try to finish it, the audio atlas today. Yeah, listen to Ellie.
The person I'm closest to in my family is definitely my mum.
The person I'm closest to in my family is definitely my mom. Okay, the person I'm closest to in my family is definitely my mom. Now, see, this person and the first person, guys, compare their attitude. Okay, that person put the word probably there. Okay, this person puts the word definitely there. Okay, now this shows their different attitude. Not that one is confused and the other one is not confused. No, not that. She wants to say it with so much of authority. She wants to be assertive. Is definitely my mom.
Everyone loves my mum.
Everyone loves my mom.
She's the kind of person you can talk to about anything.
She's the kind of person you can talk to about anything. She's the kind of person you can talk to about anything. Yeah, that's not very rare. You don't find a lot of people who you can talk to about anything. They feel offended. They feel a little different about talking to people about stuff which are, different. I mean, there are lots of parents, they don't want to know what's going on with their children's lives. And if their children open up to them, they say, "Mere se baat mat karo." Okay, they will not be entertaining that conversation. Okay. I can understand their comfort zone. Okay. So the other day, my daughter was coming home and it was a little late, I think yesterday. Yeah. It was a little late and it was dark. So she made a phone call to me. Send Bhaiya. I said, what happened? Somebody passed by me and went past me and said something I couldn't hear. And I think maybe he'll come again. I said, just walk. Okay. And I was on the phone. She was talking to me and she walked home. Now, I know girls do this, but usually they don't have their papas on the line. They have their cousins, they have their friends on the line. They don't normally talk to their papas, that I'm walking home and I'm feeling a little nervous, so I would want to be on the call with you, stuff like that. So, yeah, I know. I think I am like that. A lot of people can talk to me about anything and everything. And I like it, that they trust me like that. Okay.
She's very understanding,
She's very understanding. She's very understanding.
especially now I have a baby of my own.
Especially now I have a baby of my own. All right. So the daughter has, I think, a special liking for her mom now that she herself is a mother. This definitely helps. When you become a parent, you appreciate your parents' contributions more. Otherwise, sometimes I think it is a little too late, but it's okay. At least we do. If our parents live to be 70 or 80, then they would get to see so much of our gratitude towards them because by the time We are 30, in our 30s, we become a parent ourselves, so we can show that gratitude, you know. And I feel that way, absolutely. You know, when I talk to my mom, I tell her, you know, sometimes though, you know, it can be the other way around as well. You can sometimes end up comparing yourself as a parent and your parent as a parent. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, like I saw that the other day, Daddy told you like not to eat on bed, and you were like, okay, fine, I won't. My mom tell me the same thing, but I don't hear.
It had probably more to do with your being there. Otherwise, I would have argued a little.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Zahin Rahman, hello. So, is this your real name, Zahin Rahman? You're my from my YouTube family, or you are my regular student? I don't know. You can talk to us through the chat. If you want to join the class, you know, you can just ask me, and I will share a link with you. You can join us as well. Okay. But we talk here in English, dear. Okay. So I think I would not mind talking in Hindi as well a little bit if somebody wants to come up. Yeah. So where were we? This lady was talking about her, you know, appreciation for her mother. She now herself is a mother, so she understands her mother better. Oh, her mother understands her. Mm.
She's a great help with the baby, Jill.
She's a great help with the baby. This kind of sentence, okay, cannot be literally translated. The words are quite different. She's a great help with the baby. She is a great help with the baby. Okay. Now she is a help. She's a great help with the baby. So, I mean, most of us who translate Hindi into English will never have this arrangement in our minds in Hindi. She's a great help with our baby, with the baby. Clearly, she wants to say that my mother helps me a lot. When I am busy, she takes care of my child, you know, my baby. So she's a great help with the baby. Most grandmothers are, especially in India. You know, they don't ask their daughters or their sons or their daughters-in-law to just uh, do it all on their own. They're always there. This is lovely about Indian, you know, old ladies, grandmas. They're always there to, you know, and they don't even ask for anything in return. I read some post on Facebook where people were talking about how they want to pay their, you know, their in-laws, like their grandmas, their mother-in-laws. So because they help them with the baby, so they want to pay. Imagine here, a woman offers money to their sasuma because the sasuma is helping with the child, with the baby. It will be such an insult.
It would be disrespectful towards
It would
that
be
person.
disrespected. It's disrespect of high call, you know, intensity. Like, what do you think? I'm doing it for money? Okay.
Then she would reply, "Sir, rather open a child care center."
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe the mother, the Sasuma would say, okay, hire somebody else if you want to pay.
Yeah, hire a nanny.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the way we think is different. The way those people think is slightly different, you know,
Yeah.
cultural difference.
But doesn't throw too much advice at me.
Doesn't throw too much advice at me. Look at this expression. But she doesn't throw too much advice at me. Here, if she had used the word give, would it have created the same impact, same feeling? No. So she says,
No.
but doesn't throw too much advice at me. Okay, advice too much, not too many, because advice is an uncountable noun in English. So we don't say too many advices. Okay,
Too,
too much advice. Okay, too much milk,
too
too much
much milk.
water, too much sugar, too much advice. She doesn't throw too much advice at me. Okay, at me, throw something at me. Okay, throw something to me, throw something at me, throw something to me. uh, in sports, people throw balls to each other, to their team members.
Yeah,
Okay,
physically.
they throw the ball to each other. But if you
Yeah.
throw something at somebody, that person is usually your target. Now, literally and figuratively, when you criticize, you throw taunts, sarcasm at somebody. Suppose now you tell me, um, you say, I laugh at someone, we laugh at somebody. Again, there are target. We make fun of them. So they could be target in many different ways. Literally target, you want to hit them, or you want to just make them feel bad. Okay. So laugh at somebody, at throw something at somebody, you're hitting them. But throw something to someone, you're not hitting them, you want them to catch it. Okay, so you throw the ball to hit the person, you're throwing the ball at them, you're throwing the ball with the intentions that they catch the ball, then you're throwing it to them. Now
To
children
the
can definitely use this at school as, I was throwing it to him, not at him. You know what I mean, right? Young
yeah.
kids. Teacher, but I didn't mean to hit him. I was throwing the ball to him, not at him. Okay.
if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
At the moment, we spend a lot of time together.
If you know what I mean, she added this expression. If you know what I mean, she doesn't throw too much advice at me. Normally, what happens, the old people, they think that they know more. So sometimes they share unnecessary advice, advice that's unsolicited. Do you know this expression? Unsolicited advice. Okay. Advice that nobody is asking for. Okay. Sometimes we offer advice without being asked to offer advice, so that is unsolicited advice. Okay, so she says she doesn't throw too much advice at me, if you know what I mean. Of course we understand some grandmas are like that, they think they know best, so they for however the today's mothers also have knowledge, they have information, from they are more educated. I'm not saying that one should disrespect the other, or one should ignore the other one's expertise, but it should be always with mutual understanding and respect. Okay, sometimes what happens, some old people, they totally disrespect the young people and their expertise. Well, how much will you know, I'm older than you. And some people say, oh, I'm more educated than you, so you cannot really compare. Okay, that both the attitudes are not very healthy. By the way, the sentence I just said is grammatically wrong. Both the sentences are not very healthy. Neither of the attitude is healthy. Understand, this is grammatically correct. Both word is not used with not. How interesting. We do not use the word both in a negative sentence. If you want to say there are two girls, okay, and A is not beautiful, B is not beautiful, okay, then you don't say both are not beautiful. Don't say this. Say neither is beautiful. Instead of saying both are not beautiful, say neither is beautiful. Because when you say both are not beautiful, it is grammatically wrong. People do not use this. They say neither is wrong. So neither attitude is right.
Together because I'm not back at work. We go for walks with the baby. We go shopping together. We like the same kind of clothes. She's pretty cool, my mum. Not old.
She is pretty cool, my mom. Again, one more time. She's pretty cool, my mom. We're going to learn this, and I want you guys to start using this. Talk about somebody and then use the noun. Use the pronoun first. She's pretty cool, my mom. Okay.
Old-fashioned at all. We have our ups and downs, of course.
We have our ups and downs, of course. And this is another expression. We have our ups and downs. Means we do have arguments,
Could you go a little
disagreements.
back, sir?
Back? You want me to go
Yeah,
back?
yeah. She is pretty cool, my mom. And after that, what does she say? I didn't hear that.
Great help with the baby,
Okay.
George. But doesn't throw too much advice at me, if you know what I mean. At the moment, we spend a lot of time together because I'm not back at work. We go
So far, so good. No problems here.
Yes, sir. Let's
for
go.
walks with the baby. We go shopping together. We like the same kind of clothes. She's pretty cool, my mum. Not old-fashioned at all.
Not old fashioned at all. She's pretty cool, my mom. Not old fashioned at all. Not old fashioned at all. Old fashioned. Modern, old fashioned. Old
Okay.
hyphen fashioned. Fashion, ed. Okay, old fashioned. Old fashioned, not old fashioned at all.
Yes, sir. Now it's better.
We have our ups and downs, of course.
We have our ups and downs, of course.
A few years ago, I had a tattoo,
A few years ago, I had a tattoo
butterfly, done on my shoulder,
down my shoulder.
and she didn't like that at all.
She didn't like it at all.
Still goes on about it.
She still goes on about it. She still goes on about it. Okay. So she still talks about it, criticizes me. Okay. Hey guys, I think it's been too long. It's been 90 minutes since we started. Okay. And I'm getting tired a little bit. So why don't we finish it in our next class on Wednesday? Okay.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
start
Sounds
at
good.
about, yeah,
Okay,
we'll
sir.
start at about 8:15, 8:20. Okay.
At 15 and 20 on Wednesday.
8:15, 20. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. Fine.
Mm.
So
So
on
bye bye.
Wednesday, I'm not sure if I'll able to join
Yeah,
on
because sorry. Wednesday is going to be a very important day. It's gonna be
Wednesday.
chat.
Yeah.
So sorry guys, there will be no class on Wednesday. I'm sorry, I forgot that. No. We can't do that. So we will meet on Sunday again. The next
Yeah, next
Sunday
Sunday.
in 6 days. Okay, 7 days. So fine. Thank you for coming, everybody. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Take care and keep
Bye,
listening to
sir.
the audio. Bye bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye, sir.
Bye,
Take care.
sir. Take care.
Bye. You too, guys. Bye bye.